After winning the election, the selection process began for Donald Trump to pick his next administration. Typically, it's all right-wingers, anti-immigration and pro-Israel, most and foremost. For National Security Advisor, Trump nominated Representative Michael Waltz. The position does not require Senate confirmation, so it's said and done. Waltz is a hawkish Israel supporter and a huge critic of Iran. He, for starters, accused Biden, who has been supporting Israel's actions in Gaza, of exerting one-sided pressure on Israel for a ceasefire, and was critical of the US proposed ceasefire plan in Lebanon. Even before the war, Waltz had always supported Israeli strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities and worked tirelessly on various projects, including Trump's previous maximum pressure sanction campaign against Iran in 2022. Moving on, Senator Marco Rubio from Florida was nominated for Secretary of State, also a staunch supporter for the Israeli occupation. Earlier this year, he refused to call for a ceasefire in Gaza, calling for the destruction of every element of Hamas, further describing the fighters whose causes are freedom and liberation as vicious animals. Now, ironically, for the US ambassador to the UN position, Trump nominated Elise Stefanik, who called the UN a cesspool of anti-Semitism for simply condemning Israel for its endless crimes in Gaza. Kristi Noem from South Dakota was nominated for Homeland Security Secretary. Noem previously signed an executive order that joined 27 other states in standing against the BDS movement. She also repeatedly reaffirmed her support to the Israeli occupation, often describing it as the nation's closest ally. For the Director of National Intelligence, Trump nominated Tulsi Gabbard, a self-described isolationist. Yes, an isolationist who has been fully supportive of Israeli militarism and its ongoing massacres in Gaza and Lebanon, and she is against a ceasefire in Gaza, believing the war should go on for as long as Israel wants, without any limitations. I think it's clear now that whether the US president is a Republican or a Democrat, one thing is set in stone for US administrations: the formidable support for the Israeli occupation and support for killing innocent men, women, and children in Gaza and Lebanon.